Okay, today I'm going to talk about the Huawei iLearningX, a free learning platform for everybody to free to learn the IT kind of information technology stuff for free. Okay, I highly recommend you to learn it because it's for free and so abundant, so you don't need to search around on the platform. So think it's a very good, it integrates a lot of things together about IT information technology, no matter networking, AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and also all the things you have like data center, database, Python, everything you can have. So that's a very good platform for you to learn for free, and you can also have some certificates after running it, and you can take an examination. After finishing the exam, you and all the contents you have watched, and then you will have a certificate for free learning and free certificates. Where to find? Only on the Huawei iLearningX platform. Okay, what you need to do is go to the search engines like here Baidu. So you just go typing iLearningX Huawei Baidu 一下. So you get the Huawei Huawei iLearningX. Just go inside. iLearningX is like this. So the first thing you need to do is to register. Sooner or later, just register with your phone number or email, and then you can choose your countries, and Macau, China, you can outside China also you can do it. Register your phone number, and then you will send the verification code to your phone, and then verify it, and then you can use it for free. Just type your phone number and verification code and log in. Then now I'm in. So I have logged in. So inside this, you can choose your language, because now I'm using English, so I choose English. Click English, otherwise Chinese. Okay, and type your course you want to learn. Like Huawei, I tell you what just comparing to Cisco. Cisco, they have CCNA, CCNP, and CCIE. So from the low to the high, the lowest to highest, like CCNA, MPIE. So in Huawei, they have the XCIA, XCIP, and the XCIE, equivalent to the Cisco's one. Okay, that's okay. XCIA, type C, XCIA, just like Cisco CCNA. You can hear can search a lot of courses. Okay, here you can search the search bar. So you can see if you are interested in XCIA, CCNA level. Yeah, I am interested in WLAN. So just go inside, be a WLAN engineer. Tell you what, if beside the course title you can see the red logo here, red certificate logo here. That means after finishing the course, you can have the certificate. Some kind of course like this, routing and switching, XCIA, no certificate, red logo, so means you even you finish the course, you won't have any cert. So go inside for this, be a WLAN engineer. I have already finished it, and I already got the certificate as well. So when you go inside, you just click enroll, because I have already enrolled, so I just go inside and click view course. Otherwise, you click enroll. You click enroll and type your name written on your cert. For the future use on your certificate, written your name. So you type what you want to name it on the certificate. So you type the name and then email. So click inside after enrolling it. Okay, before going in, you can check it here first. So you can see from enterprise business and cross code, start day, end day, and how many hours totally, and the instructors here you can see, and also cross information and cross out. Now you can see chapter 1, 2, 3, 4. The contents about CAPRAD, Wi-Fi, WLAN, AP's failure to go online, those kind of things. You can have a look before going inside, and now go inside and check it out. Okay, now you can see I have already learned it 100%. Otherwise, you will be 0%. What you need to do is just go step by step. After learning a chapter, there is a tick, a green tick here, like this. Otherwise, no green tick. You have to step by step to reach to the 100%. After green tick, okay, like this. Have some introductions. Just click next. Here you can see, keep on clicking next. And there are some materials or videos or instructions. Like here you can see what is WLAN. The first course is like this. You just click the video and then you can see it. And there is after seeing it, there is that tick here, and which means that you finish this. Okay, let's see.
The AN can reach dozens of kilometers. The 4G coverage will be wider, while the 5G coverage will be smaller. These are some of the WLAN technologies commonly used in our lives. Next, let's look at the difference between WLAN and Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is a WLAN technology based on the IEEE 8.0. Signals can only travel in channel 1, and some channels can only travel in channel 3. In this case, the channel is a concept. The frequency is divided into different channels, and the signals are sent to the receiving device through the channels. In this process, there is no pipeline or network cable port in the wireless network. Therefore, the interface for receiving signals in the wireless network is called the L interface.
So you can see it's very detailed and complicated. After learning it, you will have a lot of full-fledged knowledge about the WLAN and be an engineer as well. So I think it's very crucial, very beneficial for all the newbies, or even some kind of advanced level engineer. You can also have a look and revise your old knowledge to firm it, to stabilize your knowledge, to give a brush up. Okay, it's very detailed. Some things you may not come across, right? Or before you didn't come across, you can revise it back. And here, step by step, bit by bit. Okay, here WLAN 6, all kind of things you can have like this. And after one chapter, there is a quiz, like here. Yeah, here is the quiz. So normally it's multiple choice and some kind of multiple choice or single choice, and it's like some true or false, some kind of things. Seldom does it have the fill in the blanks. Okay, and after 3 attempts, you can see the answer. Show answer and check whether you are correct or not. Normally, at least you need to pass it the quiz for 50% of the total for all the quizzes. Otherwise, you won't have the certificate out, even though you finish the final exams here. Okay, so but don't worry, it's easy, and there are 3 attempts. So 1 attempt you fail it, no problem. Just remember what's wrong with your answer and keep going. So it will be okay for you to reach 50%. And after finishing all the chapters and the green ticks all over there, you just go to the final exam. Final exams is like this. You can have 3 attempts a day. So I got the first time I got a failure, and the second time I passed it. So it was a pass. You can see status pass already. One thing you need to know, I need to mention, is that you cannot use a Linux OS to exam. If Linux like this Linux exam, you cannot. Oh yeah. No, I mean not this. I mean if you use Linux machine, you cannot, because they will tell you about the Chrome, and you need to use the Chrome what version, the newest Chrome version. But already, even though I have already the newest Chrome version on this Linux machine, there's long seen 4000 CPU, but cannot also not in. So you need to use Windows for the exam. Okay. Because I don't want you to see my phone number, so I don't want to SMS here to type my phone number here. So I don't want to show you. So when you register, you need to register the phone number and then type the phone number, choose your country and type your phone number and get the verification code, and you can log in. It's like this. Okay, you have to use Windows. If you use Linux, cannot. They will tell you about the Chrome or some kind of issue. You need to use the latest Chrome, but I have already the latest Chrome here on the Linux machine, but cannot go in, so I use Windows to test to have the final exam. And right after, you also have the materials you can see for your future revision. So you can download the materials as well, download the documents here about the chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, those kind of documents. You can check for the further. And satisfaction survey, you can do the survey as well. And after that, you will have 100% learned. Okay, that's the outline of the general outline of the iLearningX for the courses. And I tell you what, there are many languages as well. It's like Russian. There are Russian. I show you about Russian. Yeah, here, HCIA storage Russian version. So even you are Russian, you can have a look on it. It's the same as the English version and Chinese version, just having multiple language. And here some kind of Chinese when I show you. Chinese you need to click Chinese, they will have more Chinese appear. Yeah, that's the Chinese version.可以看到 this is a Chinese XCIE routing and switching. We 3.0 is the same as this XCIE routing and switching. We 3.0 is the same. This is only Chinese version. This is English version. So when you know Chinese, you can click here, and then you will have Chinese one. Click English, no more Chinese one. But some kind of Russian, as I've shown, some kind of Russian or other Arabian languages. You can check it like this. Yeah, Spanish. Here's some kind of Spanish one. Yeah. Spanish, Russian, yeah, those kind of things. But this MOCC is the big course, and this micro is a very small course. And and some kind of examinations. It's like this program is smaller, so there are so many things you can learn. Like if you want to learn database, just start database, and the outcome will be the database. So a lot of database relevant courses out. If you want to learn the XCIE level, which means it's the CCIE level, you can just go there and hit it. It's like routing and switching. It's very complicated one. There is no red certificate local, so after learning this course, you don't have the certificate. But it's worth to learn, because the contents are very abundant and very complicated and very detailed. Say, for example, OSPF, how it runs. It's very, detailed, telling you what OSPF is and how it runs, how it works, which is very beneficial for all the newbies or even advanced engineers.
Alright, this is to control the Type 7 LSA. For the MC is to mention the multicast OSPF is supported, and the EBIT is on the Type 5. The LSA, Type 5. And the last one is on the multi topology that's supported. So it means that you can run V4 and V6 at the same time using a different topology. And OSPF, they also provide the convergence, they provide the fast convergence. So because of they're using the ISPF, the incremental shortest path first algorithm, they perform the calculation only of the affected node. So only the node you created, they will calculate based on the node. But at the first place, they will perform the calculation for the all node on the first time of calculation. Means that after the
it's very detailed. And you can also see the configuration of OSPF. They will show you. Let me show you.
The route has been installed, the SPF, and also the IA. So router LSA, and so on and so on. So in this case, they will say that under this link, they have 1.1, 2.2, 3.3, and they have 1.1, 4.4 on their link as well, and router LSA, and so on. This one will give you the detail of what if the LSA has been learned, or what LSA you has been advertising. And following by the inter area, intra area, router LSA, network LSA. So everything will be shown from your display OSPF V3 LSDB. Okay, inter areas from area 1, inter area from area 1. This is on the routers, intra area, and the AS externals. So all the detailed information that you can get direct from the display LSDB. And also you can check
check on the interface information. Display OSPF v3 interface Ethernet 6000, and this is your interface ID, and the prefix, and this is your link locals. So interface link locals, and this is your global addresses. And from this interface, you are running on the OSPF process 1, belong to the area 1. Instance 0 as a default instance, router ID, and the network type are running on the broadcast. The cost is 1, and the state right now on route.
So now you can see I'm running the Linux OS, which is a Linux-based Chinese OS, and the CPU is 3A4000, the Longsun 3A4000 CPU, and with the chipset 7A1000 chipset GPU, and those kind of things. So it is a Chinese chips, Chinese CPU and GPU. But I got the AMD 3D card RX 460. So GPU, yeah, I don't use this Longsun 7A1000 GPU here. I just use the ATI AMD's card. Okay, this is but the CPU is not Intel, not AMD. It's Longsun 3A4000 Canon BIOS. Okay. So running this, so you cannot use this to have the examination, the final exam. You cannot use it. Use the Linux because this is a Linux system. You need to use a Windows. Okay, alright. So very detailed.
The A is running on the
So what you need to do is, yeah, you can just search. If you know deep learning, you can have the relevant courses about deep learning. If you have like a data center, then you have data center course. Okay. If you like Python, you can have Python course. Yeah, basic knowledge of mathematics and Python programming, basic. Yeah, everything you can have relevant for the information technology. So to conclude, I highly recommend you to have a look of it. iLearningX is very good. It's for free, and you can have certificates. Like this, no code, you can have a free certificate, free courses, and it's good for your IT road and IT career path. So I show you my cert after finishing the WLAN, like this, and after having examination passed, you can go to my study here. My study, and you can have my certificate. So you can see the certificate here. You can also download it on preview it, like the WLAN v3.0 preview it. It's like this Thailand Online, Huawei Thailand Online course certificate. My name here. As before you go to the course, you enroll. You type the name, as I've said. Type the name you want to display on the certificate, as they successfully completed and received the passing grade in this course, WCIA, which is a CCNA equivalent, WLAN, okay, and the day of issue, the director, Talent Development Department, Huawei Enterprise Business Group, Huawei certificate, and you can also scan a QR code to verify it, so it is a real authentic certificate. It's not the fake one. It's not the counterfeit one. It's the real one. So it's very helpful and beneficial for your career path. If you go to apply for the IT new job, like facing your like facing your interviewer, you can show as many as these certificates to the guys who are interviewing you. So at least it's better than nothing, right? So you got a cert, so which proves that you have learned this course, and you got a certain amount of knowledge about the WLAN, and you can also telling them what you have learned from the courses. So I think it's very beneficial. It's for free. How can this be? It's free. Much better than other company, right? You can have a free certificate and free courses, and then because you have already watched a lot of videos and then materials reading, that's why at least you have a certain amount of knowledge, so that you got this certificate. So it's for real. So it's very good. So Huawei, I think, is very good. It's a very good company to. It's like Chinese and Chinese government. Chinese is good. Chinese like to share and then to make all the things share, open source. It's like the human is the same, living in the same community, human destiny in the same community, human living in the same community. So they are helping each other, human as a one, to share all the good things, the best things to the world. So Huawei is the good. They have Harmony OS to share all the source code to everybody in the world. So Harmony OS, Open Harmony, every code they share. So it's a very good theory to share, to let people know. So I am now sharing my experience to the foreign people, Westerners, to the American, to the British, to the African, to everybody, to have this course for free to learn and have the certificates to strengthen your knowledge of IT as a being an IT specialist, or the staff or your engineers or technicians working in a relevant fields and IT, information technology and networking especially. I learned a lot about the networking. So I got CCNA from Cisco, CCMP as well, and I don't want to have money to use money to apply for other certs as well. So I go here directly. So I have a XCIA, XCIP, XCIE, those kind of certs. So I can plus my Cisco's one, plus my CCMP, CCNA, plus XCIA, those kind of online talent certs, which does help. So it's kind of cool. It's very beneficial for everybody. So any questions? What kind of things cert I've already showed you. So any questions? Yeah. And network security, I also got the cert. So it's so proud that you have this kind of cert, right? So this is a red low code certificate one. You learned it, you have cert. This no cert besides, no red low code cert besides, you can also learn it. You can have the knowledge at least. But the first things for me is to learn as much as I can for the red certificate courses first, and right after that learning a lot of cert. At least you will have the confidence, right? You will have the confidence. You will feel you got something. You will feel you have get something. You have gotten something. That's why you will learn this first. Right after that those courses with cert, and learn those courses with no cert. Okay. Okay, that's what I have taught so far. Okay, see you again. Happy to share.